Hello folks. So in this video we're going to be looking at some AI stuff. So long time back I made a video. I think not long time. I think just yesterday, day before. I think I made a video on. I think it was part one. I said trying out AI. I think. Let me see what I said. Trying out AI and coding. Part two, coding with AI. Trying out AI and coding with AI. Part one. So this is going to be part two, right? So I'm going to be actually trying out maybe this model today, which is GPT OSS. Also, by the way, I noticed that there are many models on other platforms. On other platforms like just a minute. This is hanging. Okay. I'll close this maybe for now. I'll close this. Okay. So for some reason this died for a moment. Anyways. So basically there are a lot of such platforms, I guess. This platform is called Olama. And this is a popular platform, Hugging Face, which I've heard of before. People talk about machine learning models and it being here. I've also heard something called Kaggle, which is into data science, right? Which is also a community, right? So just a moment. If I just so interestingly, I noticed some interesting stuff over here. For example, I tried out some trending models. For example, this one, DeepSight V2 version 2. It basically said generate any application with DeepSeek, right? So if I open this up, I basically said, I think the prompt I gave was, this, create a calculator which can just do one operation, which is add numbers. So I'll just say this. And there is some settings, by the way. So it says auto provider will automatically select the best provider for you based on your prompt. So there are many DeepSeek and then DeepSeek Qwen 3 coder, DeepSeek v3.1. Okay, so I think they will automatically choose one provider. And what is this? Clear. Redesign your site. Try out our new redesign feature to give your site a fresh look. And then what is this? Login to add custom images. Okay. I'm not going to log in for now. I'm just going to say this. So DeepSight is thinking. Wait a moment. So I basically said this, right? I basically said create a calculator which can just do one operation, which is add numbers. It actually gave me a very good output. The first time I tried this out, I couldn't actually record a video that time. So I'm just trying that out now. So let's see how this goes. It's not able to show any output because the code is still being written here. Just a minute. Stay in the call. Okay. Oops. Stay in the call and this. Okay, so interestingly, this time it has produced a different output. I think the first time I made it, I had a different output altogether. Let me see if I can find that. I think I don't have it now. Anyways, it had just two boxes, by the way. It didn't have. It had a way to just add two numbers, right? Not have more than that. So it was just two numbers. The UI was pretty great. Even this one, the UI is pretty great. But the best part about this is there is more than just one number that you can add here. So if I say 5 plus 6 and then 5 plus 6 equals, equals is not there. So equals, the icon is not here properly, I think. I'll have to check it out. So then you can cut this and all. So you just, okay, it cuts completely. And you say AC, so if you say plus, if you cut this, it will become 0, okay. And if you say this, okay, it adds up basically. It keeps adding up. you say cut, it becomes 0, but you can actually add some more things over here. And then if you say AC, this is completely 0, so it's pretty good actually. And one more thing that I tried out is, okay, so I can just close this, I'm not going to save it. Also, by the way, select an element on the page to ask DeepSight to edit it directly. So you can actually ask it to edit it directly. So here you can actually see that DeepSight can now create multiple pages at once, right? And also you can actually see there is this thing called diff patch update. So using the diff patch system allowed DeepSight to intelligently update your project without rewriting the entire code base. So this means faster updates, less data usage, that is I think internet usage, and a more efficient development process. So I'll say something like the equal, that is, or equal to sign is not visible. Just a green button is visible. Can you make the equals sign visible, please? Right? So I think it might be making some changes. Let's see if it works here. The AI is working, so no, it didn't do anything over here actually. It's weird. Anyways, so basically here you can actually see the different edits, and you can actually copy this also. So basically the prompts that I gave is this. Get rid of the time. Yeah. So those are the prompts. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave this website for now. Load existing project, publish a project. Interesting. How do you publish a project? You can log in to continue. Okay. Let me just log in quickly. So forgot your password, login, sign up, security check before continuing. Okay, I will not log in now, so I'll just leave it for now. DeepSight is this. So now I was trying out generate a video from an image, right, from a text prompt. So this took a few seconds, but I really got like a very great output. Let me show you. So if you click this and say, okay, downloads, DT, it's okay. So this one I'll upload, right, and I'll say how much seconds. Is it a 1 second video or 5 seconds video? So I'm going to say 5 seconds video, and I'm going to say make this image come alive, right? Run with this for, okay, so generate video. So it's happening now. So it says it takes 65 seconds. The last time I did it said 75 seconds. 0 GPU queue waiting for a GPU to become available. Okay, so let that happen. So it basically says generate a video from an image. So just one image and you can create a video with a text prompt. So what is this open data? A new open source dataset for training VLMs. I don't know what is VLMs. Is it visual language models? What is VLM in LLM? Vision language, not visual. Vision language models, which is a type of multimodal AI system that extends a large language model to understand and process visual information, basically visual data like images or videos, also moving images. Visual, anything visual. So I'm guessing it's all like, say even GIF, which is also an image. In addition to text, so VLMs such as through a vision encoder can interpret visual input to generate text-based responses, enabling tasks like image captioning, visual question answering, and image search. And typically integrate a vision encoder with an LLM, allowing the model to process both visual and linguistic data. Key aspect is creating a unified embedding space where both visual and textual data can be represented and understood together, often using techniques like cross attention. Training, I don't know what that means, but we'll learn probably later. And I can say explain this and all related images. Okay. So training data, they are trained on large data sets that pair images with their corresponding text descriptions, basically tagged data, enabling them to learn the relationships between the visual and linguistic concepts. Visual question answering, analyzing an image and providing answers to questions about its content. Okay, so if I show my face and say, is there a person in this image or an animal? I think it might just say it's a person, assuming it knows how a person looks like. But then, person, human, and an animal. Human is also an animal, anyways. Or is it a dog or whatever? So image captioning, generating descriptive text for images, interesting. Document understanding, extracting and summarizing information from documents including text and images. So image search, searching large image or video databases using natural language queries. This is something that I've noticed in Google Photos. Image generation, text to image generation models can be built on VLM technology. Interesting. So at least this is what AI says. Need to read to understand more. The data is coming from, let me just close this up. What are vision language models, TechTarget, what are vision language, NVIDIA, how AI sees, and then this one is from NVIDIA and stuff, Extra Labs. This one is from GitHub. This one is from Medium. Right. Cool. So Medium, TechTarget. This is from Snorkel AI. Vision how LLMs boost image classification. Looks like if I click this, it will show for this. If I remove it, it will show for this, I think. And then this, how AI sees, IBM technology, and then this, it's IBM YouTube, okay. Dextra Labs, IBM, different sources, interesting sources. Looks like someone wrote a blog post on it. Interesting. So let me actually try it out now. Oh, it says error. Generate video again. Waiting for GPU to become available. Okay, looks like GPU is not available. That's the problem. Let me just say something like 1 second for now. Can I do it now? I can't stop this, is it? Okay. I hope it stops if I stop the thing. Let's just let's just say 1 second for now. You exceeded your upgrade your AI experience, the Pro account, your 0 GPU daily quota has been exceeded. Okay, get 8x more quota with the Pro account. Okay, so looks like there are quotas here now. So create up to 600 images using Flux, Trellis, Bria, Kokoro, TTS, Whisper. Okay, interesting. That's $9 per month with limited quota. Okay, so complete the security check before continuing this step. Verify that you're not a bot results to be running your account and runs. So check all the hats. Cool. I'll just say my work email ID for now. Okay. Just change this. Just say, do I need a Trojan? GH, KPGH. let's just say KP. Let me see if I can do that. I need an avatar from this one. Say KP. Homepage, corpa.dev. So let's do that. I've read. Create an account. This username is not available. Okay. KP Hugging Face HF maybe. Not available. Okay. I'll just say KP work maybe. KP work. Yeah. Cool. So recent confirmation, getting started entrance providers. Okay. Cool. So I think here you can actually access basically apps, and the pro is basically for what? Hugging Face Pro, and host your own zero GPU spaces. Okay. So it looks like zero GPU is a thing. So what else is there? Zero GPU. That's all. Host your own zero GPU spaces, and that's it. So is the largest with more than 500k available apps to explore the entire spectrum of AI, covering text, image, video, audio, 3D and more. It is from daily quota, including up to 25 minutes of H200 compute for seamless daily use of AI apps. So zero GPU. Okay. Cool. So I think if I just log in now, will it come up? KP. Waiting for files to upload. Okay. Waiting for successfully acquired a zero GPU. Okay. So this is 1 second thing. So yeah, that's just this. I remember doing it for 5 seconds or 5.1 seconds, and let's see if it's getting available. Zero GPU queue. So it's available now. Cool. So it's gonna take some time, but it's gonna be pretty cool. I remember seeing an output and I was like, wow. So looks like there are some 6 steps. So it's finished with 1 step. I'll running on 0. Space is currently using 1718. I think you'll get only 25 generally, like 5, 5, 10. Okay. So is using this much CPU. What is this? It's currently using 20 H200. What does it mean? I don't know. It's done using. It should stop now actually. So it's done using. Can I download this though? Oh yeah, I should have downloaded this previously itself. And share it. Share failed. Wow. Sharing has a problem, but okay. So that's pretty cool. I mean, so it's pretty close actually to me, and it's basically showing something like me moving my finger and all. So it's pretty good. Cool. So I'll probably try out more of these things. New stuff. I have not tried these things before. So, and Ollama was planning to try out the GPT OSS. Let's see if I can try that out now. Ollama run. Okay, let's list it out. I actually looked at something called Code or something. Quencoder. Okay, this is probably big. Let me check it out. Code specific Quen models, code reasoning and all, code fixing, code generation, code reasoning. Code Llama that can to generate and discuss code. Star Coder, DeepSeek Coder. Okay, I should get these basically. Let me see if I can get these. So this is 9 GB, 20 GB. Wow, I don't have enough disk space. I think I need to start uh, deleting some things from my local. I think this 32 GB is pretty cool. I wonder how it looks like. So I want the most basic. Let's start with the most basic. I think this is the smallest, right? This is the next one. 0.5 billion. I'll pull this. And I will probably pull the others also soon. Interestingly, you can't list these. Oh, there are a lot of them. Oh. So it's not just those. These are just few of them. So you have a lot of these. Interestingly, you can't list these in the Ollama CLI. I don't know why. Yeah, help. Say list. I just cannot list the remote ones basically. But it's pretty interesting that they have a lot of these things. There is some different base. I think Q3. I wonder what that means. So they have a lot of different variants. I think instruct and then base, and then something called it's all base or instruct with some some Q and then some number. So it's a lot of them, and they have 32 billion and all, and FP 16. Is it floating point or I don't know? It's 66 GB. That's like the biggest probably in this whole thing. And she basically say code llama or something. Let me see if I can just run this. Which one does it pull though? That's what I wonder. It's pulling the 3.8 GB one, which is the latest. Okay, it pulls the latest basically. Wow, these are pretty big. 39 GB. So I think the latest is what it pulls by default, and here it would be this one, 4.7 GB. Okay, so once you say just run or pull, it will pull that only then. If you say this, I think it should pull the latest one. If I say run or let's say pull, if I say pull, it will pull the latest. If I say run also, it should run the latest. So it should be 4.7 GB basically. Yeah. Yep. So that's the latest. Maybe I'll let this finish later, but for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out something that already is there in my thing. Also, by the way, there are other coders also. DeepSeek Coder V2, Code Gamma is a collection of powerful lightweight models that can perform a variety of coding tasks like fill in the middle, code completion, code generation, natural language understanding, mathematical reasoning, and instruction following. An open source mixture of experts code language models that achieves performance comparable to GPT Turbo in code specific tasks. DeepSeek Coder is a capable coding model trained to earn on 2 trillion code. And what is 2 trillion code? Lines of code or what? And what is the average length of each line of code? I don't know. And natural language tokens. So Star Coder is the next generation of transparently coder lava. Use text to generate and discuss code. Star Coder is the next generation of transparently and trained open code LLMs that comes in 3 sizes: 3 billion parameters, 1 million parameters, okay, 15 billion parameters. How big is Star Coder? We need to check it out. And then Code Gamma, okay. I've already opened it. I've already opened it. And then Codestral, that's a code model designed for code generation tasks. And then there is Qwen Coder, Qwen 3 Coder, Alibaba's performant long context model for agentic and coding tasks. Deep Coder, fully open source 14 billion coder model at O3 mini level with a 1.5 billion version also available. Okay. Mistral code generation, Moon Dream, edge devices, Granite Code, open foundation models, Code Intelligence, Star Coder. Okay. Code Geeks, versatile model for AI software development scenarios, including code completion. Code Quen, stable code as is on par with models. Okay. Wizard Coder, state of the art code generation model. Open Coder. I love SQL then. So is an open and reproducible code LLM family which includes I love SQL stuff. The code completion model fine-tuned to a Star Coder for SQL generation tasks. So it's based on Star Coder. This is eCoder. It's a series of open source code language models that deliver state-of-the-art memory. Fewer than 10 billion parameters. Granite. Are designed to support tool-based use cases and support for different retrieval augmented generation, streamlining code generation and translation and bug fixing. Interesting. Dolphin Coder, 10 million and 15 million uncensored variant of the Dolphin model family that excels at coding based on Star Coder 2. Okay. Tulu 3 is a reading instruction following model family offering fully open source data, code and recipes by the Allen Institute for AI. Oops. So CodeBuga, and let me see, I stopped at, there are more. I stopped at Tulu 3. So there is this PH Fint Code Llama, okay. Athene, mathematics and log extraction tasks. Interesting, there is log extraction, okay. Granite embedding, so we embedding the text only dense bi encoder embedding one with some multilingual cases. Okay, so this is for embedding. So this is code, not just the encoder code stuff. This is a coder literally, an upgraded version of DeepSeek V2 that integrates the general encoding abilities of both DeepSeek V2 Chat and DeepSeek Coder V2 Instruct. Coder generate code generation models. Create code generation models based on Llama 2. Falcon 2 decoder only model built by TI and trained on 5 trillion tokens. Wow. Magic Coder is a family of 7 billion parameter models trained on. So it's a family of models. 7 million parameter models trained on scientific case synthetic instruction data using OSS Instruct, a novel approach to enlightening LLMs with open source code snippets. CodeBuga, a high performing code instruct model created by merging two existing code models. And then merge of the OpenOrca OpenChat model and the Garage BAIND Platypus Pro model designed for chat and code generation. Cool, so that's a lot of coding things. Star Coder built by BigCode. Interesting. Star Coder 2 BigCode project. There's an open scientific collaboration working on this responsible development and use of Llama for code. Okay, so it's supported by ServiceNow and Hugging Face. Nice. What is DOKS? I know Hugo is a Golang based static site generator. An amazing docs site. Docs. Interesting. Is this a paid thing? Pricing? No. It's a free thing, I think. Open source? No, that also is. It is open source though, I think. Docs. It's written using JavaScript. Interesting. Docs.netlify.app. Cool. Get docs.org. Cool stuff. So get delighted. Tweet. It's a web framework. Is there a pricing on this? No. It's a web framework. Okay. Cool. So DeepSeek Coder, sorry. I think it's based on DeepSeek. And it has English and Chinese. Interesting. DeepSeek Coder V2. Mixture of experts code language model that achieves performance comparable. this thing. Pre-trained base. So there's a base model, I think, which is silent open source from multi-source corpus. Code Gemma is a collection. Fill in the middle, code completion, code generation, all that. Okay, interesting. And Codestral with Mistral AI. Quinn 3 coder. Interesting. Decoder. Mistral large. I think this is Mistral AI again. And then Granite code models, code intelligence, Star Coder, Code Geeks, Qwen. We saw Qwen 2 and all. Stable code. Interesting. Stability. AI stable code. Interesting. There's something around REPL IT code. Okay. Instruct model. Okay. I need to understand what's the instruct model. What is the base model and all that. Wizard coder. Okay, it's based on CodeLlama. Yeah. Open coder. A lot of tokens and a lot of parameters. Okay. Trillions of tokens and billions of parameters. Huh? I need to understand what that means though. SQL coder, lovely. I'll change the question to a SQL question. You want to answer. Example, which products generate the most sales? So example output. There is like reasoning. There's example and all. Nice. This is pretty small actually. SQL coder, E-coder, and then code completion. Right. Dolphin coder. Wow, that's a very weird image of a dolphin which has muscles. Tulu 3. We have Magpie, Llama. Looks like there are a lot of models out there. It's I think Tulu is Llamas, is it? So it's Facebook's probably then. Alan AI. Okay. Is it? Alan AI is by Facebook or I don't know. I thought Llama is by Facebook. I think Llama Index is by Facebook. Llama Index. Build knowledge assistance over your enterprise thing. Llama Index. Is it Facebook? Meta, sorry. Open source data orchestration framework for building Llama. Okay. Llama Index Meta. Yeah, see llama.com. Okay. Another popular framework. Okay. I think if you go to llama.com, what does it say? Leading intelligence, unrivaled speed and efficiency, download models and products, Llama API stack. Okay. Download models. Okay, we have Llama models here, right? So this is by Facebook Meta basically. I think for coding, Codebens, there is some benchmark. I think image understanding. So different benchmarks for different stuff. Coding, reasoning, and knowledge, vision, understanding, multilinguality, and long context. So a lot of stuff there. So Llama Index, I think, is another popular open source framework for building LLM, like LangChain. Also used to build. So LangChain is also something I've heard. I'll probably check it out. I'll come back to checking out what is the Kaggle thing. I think it also has models. You can see Qwen 3 coder, embedding Llama, and training models. The task is basically, wow, there is no code, is it? Data type, no. Filters, task, framework. Azure language. Okay, I think coding related is not here, is it? But interesting. Should it be the text generation? Because let me see what are the tags on this one. Text generation, yeah. Text conversation. For agentic coding and advanced long context. Okay. So home. You want models. I've heard of datasets also. So all models, okay. Task is text classification, no. Text generation, that's all. In this we need coding tasks. So let me just look for coding. So it's looking for even Hugging Face stuff. Interesting. This. So let me just open up, let's say this one. Code 3. Okay. I don't know what these mean, but anyways, let me just say this one. So is there coding? Yeah, there is coding. Reducing coding complexity. So it can be used for coding, anyways. And they also have a lot of data sets. This also I've heard long back. So anyways, so Hugging Face, I'll close this out. What are the other models out there? Tulu 3. Llama, I've checked it out. Tulu is not by Meta, I guess. Llama is still. They just compare it with Llama, but it's Tulu is by just this thing called, what is it? Llama 3, Abelian Tulu 2. Okay, I think it's a mix of the models, is it? So, okay. This Tulu is doing really good, okay. According to their stats, at least, their benchmarks and performance metrics. Friend Code Llama code generation model. Wow, these are all pretty big. So this one is like 43 GB, the biggest one. These are all like 5 GB. This is 20 GB. And I wonder if they have like reviews for these things. They should have ratings, reviews, responses to say how good it is. Someone has to be able to send a reaction or rating for every question, answer, every conversation or every back and forth between a human and an AI. If I give a question and it gives me an answer, I should rate it. Every answer I should rate it, and overall also probably rate it. I think, okay. And code up. Does it have Golang? It has Golang. It has Rust. It has even, I think, this is the MathWorks thing. CAD. I think it's called CAD, AutoCAD. MathWorks. Yeah, that's MathWorks. Yep. And then there's Ruby, JSON, R language, PHP, C#, Bash, Shell, HTML5, C++, SQL, JavaScript, Java, Python, CSS3, and PHP, and Swift. Interesting. Falcon Technology Innovation Institute. I think it's a college or something. Magic Coder, GitHub, CodeBuga. Okay. It's created by merging two exists. So we have noticed these two actually. Wizard Coder, Python. Block merge grading script. Interesting. These are two things, and this is the Magic Coder. ISC, I wonder what that is. International something? ISC UI UC. ISC UI UC is University of Illinois. ISC, I don't know, but UI UC is University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and Champaign. What is ISC? Uh, Industrial and Enterprise Systems Engineering. Okay. Industrial and Enterprise Systems Engineering. So I stands for Industrial and Enterprise. SE Systems Engineering, I guess. So yeah. And Open ORCOP Platypus. Well, I'll probably try this out later. I just wanted to see if I can actually do list, and maybe these got cool. These got downloaded. I'm not going to use them for now. I'll just put this here. I'll just say this GPT OSS alone maybe I can run, but it's going to take a lot of time to run this, I think. I'll just wait for like a few seconds, or else I'm just going to leave it and probably try it out later. Or probably pause later and then. Oh, it's already ready. Write a code in JavaScript to add two numbers. Very simple. It's thinking, I guess. I don't know if it will simply give a plus b or whatever, or it will give a function, I don't know. And in the meantime, I'll also do this. Probably get CodeLlama and see how fast that runs. Write a code in JavaScript. So I'm using CLI here, but we can use the GUI over here. Right, but I'm not going to be using that. This is going to take some time to run. Okay. I'm just gonna stop it for now. I'm gonna see if there are anything running Ollama. Maybe I'll just say Ollama PS stop GPT OSS 20D. I think that's some time run. I'm just gonna stop it. So it's stopping. It's using up 20% of the thing. Okay. RM is to remove a module. Stop is to stop it. Okay. Let me also stop it here so that it can be stopped. Okay, now it's stopped. I think it was doing some work. Cool. That's all I had for this video. Trying out some LLM models for coding. That's the next one. Bye bye.